Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Akephalos here, and today we'll be taking a look at the new gameplay comparison between League of Legends and League of Legends Wild Rift. Now, you might have noticed right off the bat that I've selected a game to start a custom game with the AI. Yeah, the most observant of you would have noticed that. Now, I need to explain myself before we go ahead. Actually, let's just watch this right here. This is one of the exciting reasons of one of the differences of Wild Rift to League of Legends. You don't have that cool little summoning menu going on. So yeah, I hope that Riot implements this for their PC version of the game, because it's just amazing. I don't know. I like seeing characters coming to life. I mean, like, that's to me, anyways. All right. So anyway, I have to explain myself why I decided to go for a full AI custom game. I have tried to record a co-op game for you guys, a co-op versus AI. Well, the thing is that I'm not sure if it's because I don't know if there's too many people or something like that, but the game crashes almost instantly. I won't say crash, it like freezes, and to the point where it can't be played. So I have no other choice but to end task. So yeah, technically it's a crash, I'd say. So yeah, I don't think you guys would like to watch a game that's constantly freezing anyways. So yeah, that's why I decided to go with this. All right. So anyway, we're gonna start off this our comparison side by side here. Now, like I said, Wild Rift, it's very easy to buy items, and I don't think you have refillable potions too in Wild Rift. So yeah, that's something to note. Instantly you get warding trinkets, so you don't have to worry about that in Wild Rift. All you have to do is just head into your lane. Now, the cool thing about Wild Rift, I'm not sure if you noticed, yeah, you probably noticed, is that, well, we're starting Garen bot side here. Now, ideally, this is not the meta, I know. Garen is a top lane fighter. So the reason why Garen is bot side right now is, if you didn't notice, well, we started red side. Okay, we started red side. Now, I know it shows blue, but hear me out. It's a long and tedious explanation. Now, Wild Rift has this special feature where what they do is they've actually rotated the map so that it basically it mirrors it mirrors it. How do I don't know what's the correct term to say. It's mirrors it. So okay, note that first blood just now there. It's going to be very important later on. Now back to the mirror issue. So because of that, what we've decided, what Riot has done is, it's very very smart idea to reflect it in a way onto this side. So we are technically the blue side, but by PC standards we are still red. If that even makes sense. So yeah, that's why Garen is starting bot side, but actually this is the top side. So reason why I'm going bot side as Garen here in the PC version is because for the sake of comparison, I decided to go bot side here. And I dodged that Rise last hit right there. Not that Rise that I got in first blood, but we delay him. Alright, so anyway, that's why I've started Garen bot side here in the PC version. Now, you might have noticed that I've locked the camera in the PC version. I know some of you who are hardcore League players will be saying, this dude is on drugs, what the hell is he doing? The thing is, I don't play with lock camera. That is one thing for sure, because I play Katarina. You can't play Katarina on lock camera. I don't know if anyone plays Katarina on lock camera. I can't play Katarina on lock camera, because you know how Shunpos are. It's terrible. It's all over the place, and I don't want to imagine how to play Katarina on lock camera. All right. So anyway, we're not here to talk about Katarina. We're here to talk about Wild Rift and Summoner's Rift. So that's why I decided to play. I had to lock the camera onto Garen just for the sake of comparison, and I didn't want the camera running around while I do this side-by-side comparison. So as you can see here, we go for judgment on both sides. Interesting thing about judgment in Wild Rift is judgment actually stole a book out of Darius's Q. Was it the Q? Yeah, the spinning, Darius's spinning axe ability. It stole a book out of that. So if you're from the PC, you'll know who's Darius, and you know what I mean. Now, what I mean by they stole it from Darius is that Garen, his E now, you deal more damage when you hit enemies with the tip of the blade. So it's the same thing like Darius, where you hit enemies with his with the edge of the axe, you know. So yeah, it's the kind of similar thing. And also you might have noticed how the warding system works here. Warding is I auto warded the thing, meaning that wards you can actually you have the option of actually manually placing wards where you want, or you can do it like what I did, which is well, auto place the wards. I didn't have it set to manual warding at the time, so yeah, it was on auto warding. So you can set it to manual in terms of warding, and basically that's it. So wait, did any of you notice if we had the first blood there on Darius on the PC, Garen? I'm not too sure. I wasn't checking. All right. So anyway, back to the game. Now, the major difference thus far in terms of gameplay is I noticed that the bots in Wild Rift are much more aggressive. They're much more aggressive because you saw how Graves came to gank me just now. And speaking of ganks, this could be very interesting for you if you're playing if you most of the time you play against bots. Now bots here, they have junglers. Okay, the bots here are programmed to jungle this time. So yeah, that could be something that could be worth noting. And well, you could be tempted to play because the bots here, they're able to jungle. The AI is programmed to jungle. So I don't know. Hopefully, I mean personally for me, I hope Riot might probably incorporate this into their future AI games for the PC version, because if they can do this on mobile, why can't they do it on PC? And I think it'll be a better experience too for people who play bot games exclusively, because we play for fun. We're not here for maybe for competitive reasons or what. But yeah, it could be fun to see to test our skills when we get unexpected ganks and stuff like that. Because existingly, if you play the PC version and you get in the bot games, it's always two bots top, 2 bots bot, and 1 bot mid. So yeah, we always know what to do. It's very typical and standard. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna discuss the map in a sec, and also the shop. What I'm gonna address now is the pace of the game. Now, I asked you to check for me if the first blood I asked you to check at the state to keep an eye open on the first bloods. Now, the reason I asked you to do that is because the first bloods, well, how do I say it? Wild Rift is supposed to be more fast-paced, more high-octane. So basically, what that means is games are going to be real fast, and when games are going to be real fast, their stages are going to evolve faster too. So that's why I asked you to check when was the first blood for Wild Rift, and when was the first blood for the standard Summoner's Rift in regular LoL. So yeah, with that in mind, if you notice, if you notice, and I know for a fact because I played both of these games, that the first blood in Wild Rift was much faster than the one in Summoner's Rift, and you'll see in a sec that the game in Wild Rift is also ends faster than Summoner's Rift. So basically, yeah, just things to keep in mind. So let me talk about the gameplay. In terms of minions, I'm not sure if you've noticed this either. Last hitting minions does grant you more gold, but if you don't manage to last hit minions in this game, like if you were to have a hand in attacking the minion, say like you damage the minion, but you didn't actually kill it, for example, you still get the gold. You just get half of the gold. So that's why, like, I think they're trying to build up for more faster. That's why they're trying to build up for more faster gameplay. Like if you're playing standard LoL Summoner's Rift, the only way to get gold is the last hit efficiently. If you fail the last hit, you don't get any gold. So yeah, that's basically standard LoL for you. So I'm not sure how do I view this. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? I don't know. Because for me, I'm kind of used to the regular LoL, but I can see this going somewhere in terms of it being helpful. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Do let me know in the comment section what you think. So yeah, that's gameplay out. That's one of the gameplay things out of the way. Also, you might have noticed as I'm fighting this Yasuo Misfortune here and die off. You might notice the honey fruit up top. Now, in standard LoL, I'm gonna pull up the map right here. in standard LoL, the honey fruits are missing and on the side lanes, and even they're even there on the mid lanes too. Like the second barrier on the side of the second barrier. So normally the honey fruits are there. Now, the reason for this is because the developers said they wanted a faster game, a more a less taxing in terms of in terms of gameplay, so that the game goes on more faster. So basically, what that means is that they've put the honey fruits there so that you can stay in lane more and you can play more aggressively, I guess. So basically, that's probably the reason why they have the honey fruits there. But other than that, there's really no other reason for the honey fruits, I believe. And also another thing is that you might have noticed that some of the obstacles from this map comparison here is that some of the obstacles have been changed. Like one of the walls for the wolves has been removed. The extended wall, I should say, and also the part of the crux. You know, the wall beside the crux. The crux of that part of the wall has also been removed. And red buff. There's usually a wall blocking the red buff that you can have a blast cone go over it. That has been removed too. So basically, what that means, it's less obstacles at this point. Now, I'm gonna address this in advance. I know there's one champion, Talon. His route of escape is revolve around obstacles and stuff. So I don't know how this is gonna affect him potentially when he eventually gets released into Wild Rift. Maybe he might not get affected because, end of the day, it's all down to how skilled you are with the champion. How careful you are in a sense. So basically, he could potentially get caught if, let's say, when push comes to shove, like when he needs to get over this part of, he needs to get over, like for the red buff wall, for example. I'm talking about the red buff wall. So let's say he wants to escape his enemies. Okay, so he jumps over the red buff. All right, in typical League of Legends, that wall with the red buff can provide an escape. Let's say the blast cone is already out. So basically, he can just jump over it and boom, you're done, unless the enemy has flash, of course. But in this circumstance in Wild Rift, I don't know how is Talon gonna facilitate an escape in that position. So yeah, that could be something to note for Talon mains in the future if Talon ever comes to Wild Rift, and I'm certain he will. So yeah, that's just one thing to note. And also that's basically that. And also basically that's much about the map. Another thing is that Rift Harrow now. Rift Harrow, normally when you kill a Rift Harrow, he normally spawns he normally spawns what do you call it, the Eye of the Harrow, right? He spawns the Eye of the Harrow after you die. So whoever picks it up really holds the Rift Harrow in hand. Now that's different already. Now in Wild Rift, whoever kills the Rift Harrow gets the Eye of the Harrow, and whoever kills it gets to cast it. So basically, what you'll want to do is, you'll want the person who dies. I believe the person who kills the Rift Harrow, you want to try and keep him alive. So yeah, that's basically one thing to note. And also another thing about dragons is that dragons now no longer, I believe, no longer have a fixed, they have a despawn rate. How do I say it? Like. A despawn rate. That's what I was trying to say. A despawn rate. So in regular League of Legends, you'll know that when a dragon comes up, like say first dragon is maybe ocean drake. Okay, so the ocean drake will remain there if you don't attack it. It will remain there until until someone kills it eventually. So once he dies, maybe the next drake come, and that could be mountain drake. So and he dies, it's probably going to be wind drake. Cloud drake. Okay. And then after the third dragon, Cloud Drake, the Cloud Soul. So I haven't played a game too deep where we actually kill 3 dragons, but what I've noticed so far is that after you kill one dragon, if you don't kill one dragon, if you don't kill one dragon, another dragon takes its place. So that dragon despawns and takes its place. So basically, it could be interesting to see if I haven't played. Personally, I haven't played deep into the game yet, so I don't know if the soul will the soul be determined based on typical LoL, where after you kill the third drake, will it be that fixed soul? Will it be the soul of that third drake, or After you kill the third drake, if you don't kill the fourth drake, the you know, the drake that holds the soul, if you don't kill him, will it change to a different drake? So I don't know about that. I haven't tried that personally, so I'm keen to see how that's gonna work out. Okay, so with that out of the way, we have to talk about let's see, jungle camps. Now, if you're playing a jungler main in Wild Rift, challenging smite and challenging smite and chilling smite. Yeah, chilling smite. Sorry, I was thinking of the word right there. I was thinking red smite and blue smite. So yeah, challenging smite and chilling smite. You no longer have to go through the things, go through the jungling items. Like, I know if you buy what was it, a skirmisher saber, I believe, and then you only can get challenging smite. Or if you buy the I don't know what you call that, the blue blade. Yeah, that blue blade, and only you get the chilling smite. That's no longer the case. Now, if you're playing a jungler and if you kill 4 jungler camps, that means you clear out 4 jungler camps. Any jungler camp can clear out the. I think the scuttles are considered too. So you can clear out the what is it? Can clear out, say for example, you start red buff. Okay, you start on the blue side. All right. So you start on the blue side. You start red buff for jungler. You start red buff. Okay. You start red buff. You clear wolves. Then you clear blue buff and you clear grump. So once you clear those 4, you can immediately up to go for a challenging smite or chilling smite. You don't have to recall back to the base to get your skirmisher saber or the blue item. So yeah, that's basically that. So also on the jungle camps, the buffs now have been upgraded. So what this means is that as the game goes on into late game, okay, so those junglers, those buffs are gonna get way more strong. Now the red buff, we all know, grants I believe it deals true damage. And does it deal true damage? Yeah, I've never played. I rarely play jungle, so I don't really know what's going on in the jungle. I know blue buff gives mana. So yeah, though what happens is that when you go into late game, the buffs get stronger. So basically, everything is increased. Like they give you more mana, and they give you more true damage, I believe. So yeah, that's basically that on the buffs. And in terms of, so it could be kind of useful if you're playing the jungle. So basically that's it for the jungle map. Now I'm gonna talk about the shops at the moment. Now on your screen I'm gonna show you the standard League of Legends shop map. So as you can see here, the shop map, really what happens is you can see here how I understand that the game Wild Rift is on Android. I mean, it's on a mobile device, so there are definitely going to be some limitations. They are definitely not going to be able to fit everything into the screen. But the UI, in terms of, well, if you're a LoL player, like if you're coming from, well, League of Legends from the PC, I feel you are going to get lost because. It's, well, this menu really, this menu is very compact, and it really feels very difficult to navigate, in my opinion. I don't know, but that's for me at least. It could be different for you. It could be yeah, it could be better for you. But for me, I found it very difficult to navigate through the shop menu. I very much prefer the standard LoL menu. And again, like I said, I understand their limitations because this is Android. Well, this is on mobile devices, so definitely the screens are going to be smaller. Definitely, it's going to be very difficult to display everything on the screen on your resolution. So, yeah, I definitely understand that. But I'm just saying that it's going to be a bit difficult to navigate. That's all I'm saying. So, like I said in my previous video, how the items here, you can really feel the difference, in a sense, like the items. The item blocks are gone. There are no more item blocks, so they're replaced with preset items. That means you have to change your you have to change your presets. You can't change your presets, but you only can change between 3. So this is less mobile, I would say. It provides less mobility compared to the item block, given that in your item block, what you can do is you can really just tweak it accordingly. So like I've said in the previous, if you watch the video, of course, I said that you can do things like, okay, say you want to go for a tank build all of a sudden, all right? So what you can do is you can run back to your base. You can go and search for. You can open up your shop. You can go on. You can go to the item block where it says maybe tank. Then you can get something like maybe a GA or maybe I don't know, maybe a Randuin's Omen, for example. Then yeah, just those health items. Maybe a Warmock's armor, for example. Okay, so yeah, you can do that. Now you can do this here. You have to search manually if you want a tank item. Now this isn't tedious per se, but the extra step could waste you some precious minutes, precious seconds. So I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm not too sure how was this on Mobile Legends, because like I've said, because like I've said in the previous video too, I have played Mobile Legends, but I didn't play it too long. I only played 1 or 2 games and I uninstalled. Not because I hate the game, it just wasn't for me. It just didn't feel like the right game for me. That's why I uninstalled. So if any of you have played Mobile Legends, I'm not sure how is the item menu. I'm not. You might like the item menu. I'm not too sure because it's a mobile game. So maybe it's the same for all mobile MOBAs. So I don't know. Now with that out of the way, with the shop menu out of the way, another thing I want to address right here is what do I call the how do I say it, the pathing system. Now the pathing system here, you can't really path, how do I call it, like doesn't really promote kiting in a sense. How I don't know, because well, I mean, coming from me, I've rarely played mobile MOBAs. Again, I must stress this, so I don't really know how it is on Mobile Legends. So I'm basing this based on what I know of League on the PC. So I know kiting in League in the PC League can be done much easier because you're gonna use mouse clicks to like click here, click there, click here, click there, click here, click there. So basically, what that means is you can kite easily, and in terms for ADCs, you can really stay within range and just kite your enemy much more easily. Now, in terms of WoW Rift, I don't know how is that gonna work. And to be honest with you, I haven't played an ADC champion yet. Maybe I have to try an ADC champion. So I don't know how kiting is gonna work in this game. But from the looks of it, it could work because theoretically the joystick could be very deadly if you know how to use it. Like you can push your character away and you push back, and you just hold down the attack button. But I don't know if it's gonna how do I call it? It's gonna appeal to those hardcore PC players, because yeah, you're gonna be so used to the PC controls. Coming here is gonna be technically alien to you, because I mean alien in the sense of controls alien, because abilities wise you're gonna know what to expect. Spells wise, you're gonna know what to expect. Items wise, you're gonna know what to buy, and and your skills. You can't take away your skills from you. That's what I always believe. Like I'm not a good player. I'm not a decent player. In fact, I'm nowhere near anywhere of the best player. Definitely, I probably rank myself as one of the worst, if not the worst player. So that's basically where I rank myself at. So now, with that in mind, if you're coming from the PC, so you could be in for a surprise. I don't know. Well, that's really up to you. But you can't really take away your skills. So that's something to note, really. Now, in terms of new item changes, so I discussed the teleport rune in the previous episode. The teleport item. Now, I didn't use the teleport rune in my WoW Rift game, as you can see here. That's because I didn't manage to buy the teleport rune yet. So well, not buy, spend money to buy. I mean, I didn't manage to buy the teleport rune in this particular game. So we are approaching the end of the WoW Rift game here too. We are coming up to the end here. So yeah, you just keep track of the time so that you'll know how fast WoW Rift games are and how short the regular Summoner Rift games are. All right. So anyway, I didn't get the teleport rune in this game. So basically, the active items, as you can see here, you can see there's a brute icon right next to Garen's W, or in this case, it will be Garen's middle skill, which is Garen's Courage. So yeah, and as you can see, WoW Rift has ended right here. That's how short WoW Rift is. Basically, it ended in the defeat. Now this screen is good. Now I'm gonna swap to the full Summoner's Rift screen. That's because the game is ended. There's no point seeing just the defeat icon there. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to the Summoner's Rift game, and I'm gonna continue talking about the comparisons between Wild Rift and Summoner's Rift. So uh, as I was saying, the boots icon earlier. I'm not sure if this is, well, how do I say it? Like, movement speed needs to be activated, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if there is a passive movement speed, because I know, like, in terms of PC, you do get a passive movement speed when you buy your boots. So when you buy your Merc Dreads, you buy your Ninja Tabis, or maybe you buy Ionian Boots of Lucidity, or I don't know, Boots of Swiftness, Berserker's Greaves, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, the boots. Okay, so whenever you buy those boots, you get a passive movement speed. Now, I'm not sure if Wild Rift has the same passive movement speed, because so far I've seen is you have to activate the button, you have to press the button, as I said just now, beside Garen's W, just to activate the movement speed. So I don't know if that's gonna, how is it gonna affect you. Now, so in terms of active items, I haven't tried too many active items yet in Wild Rift. What I have tried so far is Yomu's Ghostblade. Now, Yomu's Ghostblade, we all know, has the active ability of providing movement speed. I believe I believe you can have a couple of active items at a time. I'm not too sure how many. Is there a cap like at maybe I don't know, maybe 2, 3? I'm not too sure about that. But thus far, I have used Yomu's Ghostblade, and it works like a charm as expected. Yeah, so it grants you the movement speed, and basically, well, it's what you expect from Yomu's Ghostblade. So the items are pretty much the same. I didn't really feel any much of a damage decrease in term, even though I know some of the items may not be as how do I call it? May not be as effective, may not be as well, useful. What's the correct term here to use? May not be as strong, may not be as powerful as the ones in Summoner's Rift. Like I said previously, Death's Dance, for example. Now it gives only 300 health, without 30 MR and 30 armor. So basically, what happens is, I don't know if I wouldn't know if you consider that a nerf, but basically what happens is, yeah, with the new changes to Death's Dance, so it might not be as powerful as what you expect in SR. So yeah, just another thing to know. Also, this will be a bit on the character part here. As we all know, the standard SR character level cap is at level 18. Now in Wild Rift, the character level cap is level 15, so that's 3 less. Now with 3 less, that also means that your 3 skills, your Q, your W, your E, or in Wild Rift, your 3 skills, the lower, I'm not sure what you call them, and the equivalent of because for new players out there who hasn't played League of Legends on the PC, we always call our first skill Q, second skill W, and third skill E, and our ultimate we always just call it R, or sometimes we call it Alt. All right. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is that in Wild Rift, your equivalents of that, your lower skill, your mid skill, and your higher skill. I don't know what's the correct term, so I'm just going to roll with that. All right. So those skills have been decreased by 1. That means they have a maximum skill level of 4. Unlike in typical LoL, you have a maximum skill cap of 5. So that means that your damage would be decreased too. I'm not sure about that. Is the damage decreased, or is the damage the same but you level up faster? So I'm not too sure about that. For those of you who are crunching the numbers out there, feel free to let me know if I made a mistake. And feel free to correct me in the comment section below. So yeah, there's something to note too when you're playing your first Wild Rift game. So basically, that's pretty much almost everything really. I've sought out to cover it. Oh yeah, there's one more bit as we reach this nexus here. Now inhibitor turrets are gone too. Inhibitor turrets are gone. So basically what that means is there are only 3 turrets in the base, and these 2 main turrets that are guarding a nexus, those are gone too. So now your nexus is essentially the turret. Your nexus deals a heck of a lot damage, and basically what it does is it acts as your turret. It's self-sustainable, it's self-defensive. So yeah, that nexus turret, your nexus turrets, your 2 nexus turrets in LoL, in the PC version of LoL, are gone. That's replaced by the nexus itself, which is now a turret in Wild Rift. So that's one thing to note. So it could be, I mean, like, these are minor things for the casual players. You might not you might not see too much of a difference, but well, for the pro players and maybe the more competitive players, that would mean, well, maybe how much value you get from your Rift Arrow. Because I know, like, if you throw your Rift Arrow out too early, you only get because the Rift Arrow only can take 2 turrets, right? Am I right? You only take 2 structures. So you take 2 structures, and basically that's it. Your Rift Arrow's gone. So with these new changes, perhaps you'll be able to cast your Rift Arrow much more early on. So yeah, I mean, it could be a different in terms of it could be a difference between a victory and defeat. So I used the teleport skill there. You didn't manage to see the teleport skill in the Wild Rift game. I apologize for that. I really couldn't do anything that time. But yeah, hopefully that by the end of this video you've learned something. We're approaching the end of my Summoners Rift game here too, as Garen, as this comparison side-by-side video ends. Well, we ended long ago. So yeah, hopefully you've learned something from this video, and hopefully that when you go to Wild Rift, it's not too daunting for you, and hopefully, like, you enjoy your time in playing the game. I'm not sponsored by Riot, by the way. I have to tell you that. I'm just a regular guy who enjoys playing games. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you haven't catch the other video of well, the menu UI guide, be sure to catch that. Anyway, this is Akephalos signing off, and I'll catch you in the next one.